So it has dawned on me that a lot of people don't believe in the concept of a high value man. And I don't really know what to say other than those people are probably just bitter that they can't pull one or that they aren't one. And that doesn't mean that there aren't other good men out there or that someone is better because they're high value. It simply means that in the context of the dating marketplace, men who have the most options are typically deemed the most desirable, and these 4 unfakeable characteristics I'm about to share with you are what makes men most desirable. Not according to me, but according to statistics. So let's get into it. 4 unfakeable traits. Number 1, he is earning at least 6 figures or more consistently and consecutively for a minimum of 3 years. And that's not really about the money. It's more about the fact that he needs to prove he is a provider and a protector. And the key word is earning, okay? You can't just inherit money or win the lottery, okay? Because that doesn't require a skill set, but earning does. And women statistically rank socioeconomic status and prestige as the top driver in what they're looking for in a partner. Obviously, there are anomalies, but that's just the stats. Followed by number 2, he's well-groomed. This is more like up for interpretation thing, but really it comes down to if you look like a slob, it's harder to get ahead in this society. And appearance is also statistically important to women. And then number 3, he is rolling with other high-value people because you need more than one person to get to where you are. Therefore, you're going to need a network of more people to get ahead. And number 4, he is verifiable outside of his personal social media and website because you need to show that you are legitimate. And if you're doing shady shit, you're not. Comment what you think and follow for more. Being in your feminine energy does not mean you are acting submissive, dumbing yourself down, making yourself smaller, or changing yourself for a man. No. Being in your feminine simply means you are comfortable letting someone else take the lead for a change. Not because you're weak, not because you're incapable, but because you see yourself as a prize to be won and you are confident letting someone court you. For example, let's say you're on a date and your date is insistent on picking up the bill. Instead of fighting them for it because you want to prove your independence or be equal or feel like you don't owe them something, which you don't, just let them pick it up. Because at the end of the day, especially when it comes to men, they like to be around women who make them feel masculine. So try it out and follow my account for more dating advice. Okay, this might be crazy controversial and I might not even explain this right, but I kind of feel like people should stop actively looking for their soulmate. Let me explain. I've come across a lot of people as a dating coach who the standard that they have is they need this earth-shattering, ultra-romantic, sweep you off your feet, soul recognition, crazy connection. And that is the bar that they've set. Otherwise, they will not even entertain someone. And the problem with that, in my opinion, is you're going to be waiting a heck of a long time if that is what you're after. So instead, I think it's better to look for a teammate. I believe in soulmates and twin flames and all the things, but sometimes those people are not meant to be with you for a lifetime. Sometimes they're just meant to teach you lessons. But a teammate, a ride or die, someone who has the compatibility, the chemistry, not in a boring way, but not in like an earth-shattering kind of way, is maybe actually going to be meeting your soul's needs on a deeper level than you realize. And if you can find a teammate, you might actually end up finding a soulmate. And that's the catch. So that's my opinion. Let me know what you think and follow for more. A lot of people seem to think being a wealthy man and being a high value man are synonymous, and respectfully, those people are wrong, and I'm going to explain why. By the way, hi, I'm Nellie. I'm a dating coach and matchmaker, and I work with a lot of high value men, so I think I'm qualified to speak on this topic. Thank you very much. Anyways, jumping right in though, no, not all wealthy men are in the high value club because women on a primal level look for men who are going to make them feel safe and secure. So if a guy, for example, is making a lot of money, but he's doing illegal business or shady things, he could potentially be putting his woman at risk physically and financially. And if something were to happen, he wouldn't be able to consistently remain a provider and protector to her. He also would lack skills like integrity and the ability to earn an honest dollar, which will naturally lower his dating marketplace value. And that, my friend, is why being a wealthy man and being a high value man don't always intersect. Comment what you think though and follow for more. Everyone is talking about Rihanna's pregnancy reveal, but I think there was a way bigger statement at play here that needs to be addressed. And that is the modesty in her performance. Because let's face it, she didn't over-sexualize her choreography or her outfit at all. And I think that was intentional because she knows that most of the people in that arena and most of the people watching the Super Bowl are men. And while a lot of other female artists probably would have stripped down to entertain those men, Rihanna took a different route because she knows that her sense of validation doesn't come from how men perceive her, it comes from how she perceives herself. And ironically, it's probably why so many men are in love with her, because that strong sense of self-worth radiates and makes you more attractive. I also think she sent an empowering message to her young female fans by doing this, because she's showing them that you are more than your body. Comment what you think though and follow for more. Girlfriend, if you are thinking of asking him out, I need you to stop in your tracks right now. The thought of even doing it is disrespectful to yourself because it shows you don't view yourself as a prize to be won. Keyword, to be won. He needs to win you over. Men are not the prize, men are the catch. And if he's not willing to put in the work, muster up the courage, walk the emotional plank, and ask you on a date, which is not that much, then he's not that into you and he was never gonna. So do not listen to anyone who tells you that women should ask men out in the name of equality. They are lying to you. They're enabling fuckboy culture, and you need to stay far, far away, all right? Don't chase men. Instead, follow my account for more dating advice. If you want a specific person to become obsessed with you, I'm talking worshiping the ground that you walk on, begging for your attention, blowing up your phone, you are the first thing they think about in the morning, last thing they think about at night, level of obsessed, then you, my dear, have come to the right video. Okay, this method has actually helped some of my clients get engaged, so it is very powerful. And it is based on the law of assumption, which basically helps reprogram your subconscious so that you actually believe that what you want is already yours. So right now, you are obsessed with them, aren't you? And those little insecurities that you forgot about are starting to creep up, and now you don't want to self-sabotage, so here we are. But it is that right there that is going to kill this process. Starting off with the fact that you are no longer obsessed with them. They are obsessed with you. Why wouldn't they be? Everyone is. Don't worry about seeming conceited. This is the frequency and energy you need to be on if you want this to work. Envision that text coming in from them. What does it feel like? It feels awesome. But you already knew that was going to happen because they're obsessed with you. The next thing you need to do is eliminate doubt that this process is not going to work. Because lack attracts lack and abundance attracts abundance. So if you don't believe this is going to work, the universe is going to be like, okay, it's not going to work. So actually write in the comments, so-and-so is obsessed with me. What I am seeking is seeking me. Everything I want is already mine. And last thing, you're gonna do this every day for a week. And after 7 days, come back in the comments and tell me it worked. Follow for more dating tips, and remember, they're obsessed with you. Okay, so there's a common misconception that being a high value man is synonymous with being an alpha male, and that is simply not true. And to prove it, we're gonna look at two characters from White Lotus, Cameron and Ethan. Both these men, by definition, are high value, okay? They're successful, they're well groomed, they're credible. But the fundamental difference between them is Cameron is a quintessential alpha male. He's charismatic, charming, confident, whereas Ethan is a quintessential beta male. He's more timid, more modest, more humble. And that's not to say that one is better than the other, but there's something Cameron has that a lot of men today, especially beta males, lack. And it is something women find extremely irresistible. More than money, more than looks, more than joke. Although a lot of women like those things too. But no, I'm talking about dominance. As someone who coaches a lot of women and a lot of men, I will tell you, women like dominance. They like men who aren't afraid to take charge, take the lead, initiate. And so if you're a beta male and you're watching this, here's my advice to you. If you can try being a little bit less passive, you're gonna go a long way in dating, because here's the thing. A lot of women don't want to date guys who are players like Cameron. So if you can do that, it's game over. Follow my account for more dating advice, and good luck. Ladies, I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but if it's you, I genuinely hope you take this as a wake-up call. Just because a man is hooking up with you doesn't mean you are pulling him, okay? He might be good looking, he might be successful, heck, he might even be famous, but if he's not trying to take you off the dating market, in other words, be exclusive, take things to the next level, he is looking at you strictly as a hookup and most likely courting another woman who he does take seriously. So please don't romanticize the situation and start thinking it's more than really what it is. Because at the end of the day, the golden rule is still the golden rule. Women control access to sex, men control access to relationships. Okay? Follow for more advice, and good luck. If you're single and you haven't met someone who's good enough for you, someone who's on your level or above, I guarantee it's because of one of these 4 reasons. So watch till the end and tell me in the comments which one you think you are. Starting with reason number 1, this might sound harsh, but we're gonna go there. Maybe you're overestimating your sexual marketplace value, as in, maybe you think you can pull the kind of person you want, but perhaps that person has better options. So you're not bringing enough in the looks department or the success department or the fill in the blank department enough, in which case you need to improve or you need to think about changing your standards. Now, if it's not that, it might be reason number 2, which is that you're putting an emotional band-aid on unhealed trauma. A lot of people do this, but they don't realize that people can sense when you have your walls up. They can sense when you're not willing to be vulnerable. And if that's the case, they're gonna go find someone who is, even if that person isn't as amazing as you, because again, they don't wanna run the risk of heartbreak. And if it's not that, it might be reason number 3, which is that you're monkey barring from relationship to relationship. Maybe you have an anxious attachment style, or you're settling for people who give you attention. But the problem is, the more time you spend with the wrong people, the longer it's going to be to meet the right one. If it's not that, it's definitely reason number 4, which is simply put that you are not trying. You're not putting yourself out there. Dating is a numbers game. And if you're that naive that you think Prince Charming or Princess Charming is going to roll up to your house, knock on your door, and sweep you off your feet, honey, you're going to be waiting an eternity. The good news, though, is your person is out there. So if you're ready to meet them, then follow me for more dating advice.